Well, I'm very pleased to be joined by two gentlemen as our first segment here in the program. To my immediate left is Mr. Ray Smith. Ray is the CEO of Trycera Financial Incorporated, TRYS, their stock symbol. Ray, always a pleasure.
It's great to be here, Don.
And we're honored to have you, Mr. Brian Talley. You're a VA reform advocate. Thank you for your service, by the way. You're also a Trycera client. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Bring us up to date on Trycera, Ray.
Yep, so Trycera, we help people with their money and fixing their credit, and our program is called Successful Habits of the Rich. And we're marketing it out there now to the veterans and car dealerships and mortgage companies. And I saw Brian's story online, how he was misdiagnosed by the VA and how he had financial ruins because of his health issues. And so I reached out to him and I asked him, what could we do to help you? So we met, we put him on a track to get his finances back on track, him and his family. We stopped all the creditor calls, the collection calls, and that's what we do for families. It's a beautiful family. He's got a beautiful wife, 4 beautiful kids, and it's an all-American family. And so I asked him to come and talk about Trycera, but also he's trying to stop this from happening to the VA. So he's trying to close a loophole, and he's actually taught himself how to write a bill. He spent over 10,000 hours on this on his own. And so he has a bill that he's trying to get passed, and I just asked him to come and join us.
Well, Brian, it's an amazing story. Why don't you give us a synopsis overall?
Yes, sir. I suffered greatly due to VA medical malpractice. After they had claimed responsibility for the medical malpractice, I filed a tort claim for my loss of revenue, future earnings, and for the pain and suffering that my family and I had been through for suffering a bone-eating staph infection that ate me alive for over 4 months. Very long story short, at the 1-year mark of my tort claim, I was told that the VA denied my claim after they had come out and stated that they would be approving this claim for the medical malpractice and gross negligence that took place causing permanent injury. They cited a 74-year VA legal loophole that states that if the accused clinician is an independent contractor, we are not responsible for paying out those types of settlements. So here I was living the American dream, running a small business, being a contributor to society. And I was denied rightful compensation for injury. And so that put my family and I in a severe hardship financially. And we've been trying to dig ourselves out. I never even had a credit card. And Ray saw the story, he reached out, he wanted to see what he and Trycera could do to help. And he's been an absolute blessing to my family and I. Because of what happened to me and my family, I started to do a lot of research on this and said, what can I do to help? And I feel like I've been called to serve. I don't have a congressman. I live in the only district in the United States that doesn't have a congressman. So I formed my own online legislative team, and we drafted a bill that will protect all veterans who have fallen victim to VA medical malpractice, that have been kicked, to the curb and pretty much just left holding the bag. And these are good men and women. These are honorable folks who have had their lives and the lives of their families destroyed due to no fault of their own. So what I've done is I formed my own team. We drafted our own bills. I've been to DC 3 times. We've had 3 bills introduced in 15 months. And I have dedicated my life to overchanging this 74-year VA legal loophole that has destroyed the lives of veterans and their families for generations. And, it's become my passion. And I never thought I would see myself becoming a veteran advocate, but it's something that I've been born into here.
We're almost out of time, but if people wanted more information about this one, to get your story in detail, where can they go?
We got a Facebook page called Rally Around Tally, and we also have a website called tallyteam.net, and we also have, our bill numbers. The first one is HR 3813, and the second one right now is HR 4526. And these are both active House bills right now, and we are calling for an immediate passage of these bills that will end this loophole and will essentially protect all veterans. And there's 20.2 estimated million American veterans in this country.
Well, I wish we had more time for the story because it really is an amazing story. Ray, you couldn't be in better hands than with Ray. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Ray, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me, sir.